Hey guys, AC here. How are you? Today I'm going to talk about a Roja. Now Roja Dove is a house that I've been actually looking into for the last two months or so. This one is called Elysium. It's basically a very interesting Roja Parfum fragrance. The reason I call it interesting, guys, is because I've been looking into Roja Parfums, as I said, for the last 2 or 3 months, and they have a distinct style. So Roja Parfums is based in the UK, yeah, and Roja Dove is the chief proprietor, if you like. He's written a few good books. He's a very, very good perfumer, master perfumer, and he started his career with Guerlain, my favorite house. So his perfumery harks back to the good old times of French perfumery, classical French perfumery, and a lot of emphasis on Guerlain style of perfumery. This one is very different, guys. Reason being, the Roja staff in the couple of places that I've been to is Harrods and to Selfridges in London, and their staff is fully trained, so they can tell you everything about all their fragrances. Their staff told me, and we were only chatting about the other releases, their staff told me that I should try this, and this was basically a take on Aventus. They're not going to hide it from you by saying, no, we are not trying Aventus like fragrance. This is definitely a conscious attempt at replicating Aventus. I mean, a part of me asked this question by saying, why does Roja Dove need to even try to be like Aventus? And that too in a blue bottle, which is reminiscent of Bleu de Chanel. If you see the bottle is beautiful. So, Elysium, the name, released in 2017, Eau de Cologne concentration. This comes in two concentrations, Eau de Cologne and Eau de Parfum. It also comes in a 60 ml experience bottle, a 6 ml experience bottle, which is quite expensive, I think about £60. Now this one is basically, the name means paradise. It's not after the Matt Damon movie. Just in case you were guessing. How does it start off? Extremely interesting beginning, guys. Wow. What do you get at the start here? An extremely realistic grapefruit. Very, very beautiful grapefruit. And I have to let it settle, because the first 5-6 minutes it's dominated by that grapefruit. But what joins the party in about 5 minutes are two other notes, lime and bergamot. So that's lime, mandarin, bergamot. And then there is a great note of galbanum, I believe. So what are these notes doing? I mean, all I can smell is grapefruit, and a very realistic grapefruit. Once the grapefruit is joined by the bergamot and the thyme and the galbanum, they're creating this very fresh, slightly oily green, beautiful, zesty citrus. One of the most amazing openings that I have smelled in recent time, and I'm not kidding. Soon, the party is joined by a couple of fruity notes. I believe the big one, the big fruit, is blackcurrant. So the blackcurrant, bergamot, and the grapefruit are creating this Aventus-like vibe. If you take Aventus, strip it to a very bare minimum level, and amp it up by a very, very fresh note of grapefruit, that's what you're going to get. That's the beginning. The fragrance remains like this for about 1.5 hours. Yeah, so you enjoy this amazingly fresh, citrusy, green scent, and it is actually extremely beautiful. Yeah. After about 1.5 hours, it hits the middle of the fragrance. The middle of the fragrance has tons of notes. It's got lily of the valley, rose, obviously blackcurrant, apple, some vinegar, some vanilla, pepper. They've also got cypriol and nagarmota, cedar, vetiver, and juniper berries. That's the middle, a very opulent middle. Now I don't get any of that apart from blackcurrant, maybe a slight hint of cedar and vetiver. That's all I get in the middle. But the top never leaves it. The top also uses nagarmota and combines it together to create this aldehydic feel and I don't mean in a bad way, because aldehydes normally give you this bright, sunny feel. See what I mean? The base of the fragrance has got some oily notes. Labdanum and vanilla, along with leather and ambergris. I don't get any of that. I do get a slight hint of ambergris, which is slightly animalic and sour. A little bit of labdanum, a little bit of leather, and a bit of benzoin. This is a 5.5 hour dry down, and here ambergris is very, very prominent. You can pick it out. What you get is a musky, leathery, beautiful dry down, extremely sophisticated, very well polished. Now then, pros and cons. I think the biggest pro of this fragrance is to take Aventus-like fragrance and create something different. I wouldn't say unique, different. Yeah, that's the biggest pro. This is one of those fragrances that you can wear to office. I don't know whether you can wear it to Aventus to office, depends on what your office situation or environment is like, but you can wear this to office. Second pro I'd say is for people living in hot climatic conditions or humid climatic conditions. This fragrance has a very cooling effect. Yeah, it's very strange, but it has a very cooling, sharp, simmering kind of an effect. Great for hot countries. The third pro I would say is the actual quality of the composition. The composition smells very suave, yeah, smooth, silken. Yeah, that's what you would get of this. Silky smooth, very suave, sophisticated, very elegant. And so those are the three pros, if you like. The cons. I think the number one would be the value for money. This bottle is available for 220 odd pounds, 100 ml, for an eau de cologne concentration. Yeah. Maybe no, but in small decants, just when you fancy it, could be a good idea. The second downside is the performance. I mean, the performance, I wouldn't say it's downside, because I think it projects a lot for the first 2 or 3 hours. It's serious projection. It will project. It also has good staying power for an eau de cologne. I get about 5 to 6 hours. This is 5.5 hours. It's a skin scent, but you don't have to make an effort. You smell it. So those are the two maybe downsides. Maybe the third one is, bearing in mind that this is a Roja Parfum. It smells like something else, and it's not an extraordinary thing, because Roja Parfums normally they smell like a lot of other fragrances you might have smelled. Obviously, from the ones that I've sampled, they hark back to the Guerlains, the old Guerlains. They hark back to some of the Hermes. I wouldn't say Hermes, but that kind of a signature scent, signature of a scent. So uniqueness factor isn't there, and that's the downside, because you buy a Roja for smelling something which is unique. So those are the three downsides, if you like. On the performance side, I'd say this is medium or medium to strong kind of a projection. I don't have any complaints about projection. Longevity for an eau de cologne, you get 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours, not a bad one. And sillage, strong. If you keep it under your shirt, you'll smell it all day. It's very high quality materials. They give off very strong scent bubble, but it will be around you. It wouldn't just go and hit everybody else. As I said, very suave, sophisticated scent. You don't have to be screaming from the rooftop to be, elegant. That's the kind of fragrance this is. So that sums up the performance. In terms of weather, I think it's a daytime summer scent. I wouldn't wear this in any other weather, because this does the best. It has a cooling effect. Occasions, office wear. If you happen to be in a position of responsibility, authority, you wear suit to work and expensive suits to work, this could be a signature scent. Yeah, office, beautiful. It can be casual, but it's an expensive fragrance you're wearing. So it depends on what casual events you're going to. If you're out in the races, if you're going for a summertime to the race course, perfect. If you have a yacht and you're swanning around in your yacht, perfect. It's a very expensive smelling fragrance. It will go beautifully with the rich and famous. Yeah, I wouldn't waste this wearing casually or for a playful occasion. So those are the occasions I'll wear this to. So overall rating. See the composition, the quality of the composition, and the durability of the composition. It's a light fragrance which has this silky smooth feel, I'd give this a 6.5, you know. It's too much money for what you're getting, but what you're getting is extremely high quality. So I'd say 6.5. Hope you liked the review, guys. See you soon. Take care. Bye-bye.